Welcome to Texas, where we've had approximately 120,000 race fans through the gates to attend this year's US Grand Prix. They're excited, we're excited. I hope you're excited too. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles an hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the two DRS zones into turn 1 and at the end of the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. And a warm welcome, of course, to my co-commentator here today, someone of tremendous experience and insight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time again. Yes, welcome along to Formula 4 Racing. This is the European division. I tell you what, these boys are eager again, Housey. And before we start getting right into it, I'll introduce you, my friend, as usual, one step ahead. Good morning, good evening, Housey. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm just settling in for this one. It's been a bit of a hectic day for me, but yeah, looking forward to the track action. And as I can see, I'm joining in, it looks like the weather gods are with the European division again.
They certainly are, mate. They certainly are. We're going to, who is the first one out there? I think that is a golf race. Oh, hang on. Everybody, shut the gates as we welcome a who is that? Wuta LMK. I don't even know how to say that, and I'm so sorry, buddy, but I hope you're well. And we've got Xerxes in the chat, and 25 is looking to hear my morning voice, and your friend too. Hope you're well, 25. Good to see you in the chat. He has just cheered 1,050 bits. But I tell you what, Housey. Guess who's back on the grid? Mr. Pillars. Mr.
Yeah,
Pillars.
I was going to say, it was all talk last week.
It was all talk last week.
He's actually backed it up, and he's here.
He certainly has.
So
and
nice to have him back.
Most definitely there, Housey. Most definitely, mate. And I'll tell you what, I was in a, well, lucky enough. I don't know if you call it lucky enough. But I was in a chat with him and Charlie Scott. And I'll tell you what, Shazza is not happy that it's raining. And yeah, he's done zero wet practice, and there was a bit of friendly banter going on between those two. As we've got Xerxes in the chat saying he should be in the reserve livery. Well, I mean, you know, Look, Zerks, I mean, your guess is as good as mine there, brother. I mean, we try. I mean, you've got to give all the kids a helping hand these days. As you'll see this track map light up purple, 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 folks. As, as 2-5, well, I tell you what. The fanboy himself, Mr. 2-5, a big fanboy of the infamous one, the Amigo, infamous Pillars. And, well, he just said in the chat, I hope you like his setup. So, well, of course, 2-5 tabbed, probably Suicide 5, big setup thieves they are. And, well, Pillars knows this. And, well...
he won't have been stealing Suicide 5's wet setup because I doubt. Sorry, 2-5's wet setup because 2-5 probably hasn't got a wet setup.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't have thought so, mate. But well, I'll tell you what, he's there. He's alive and well as the lad is, Mr. 2-5. Good to see him so early in the morning, and well, supporting the European boys as I did touch on. We've got Callum Tyler in there, and he's just given a bit of bait to well, Mr. Xerxes there. And no, I did not create that intro. That was the great man himself. Infamous. No, I'm joking. It was Xerxes. So we will push on. Mr. Pillars is about to set his first time run of this session. Welcome back, son. With a 1 minute 44.8. Behind him is Total Peas, I do believe.
Callum.
Oh, thank you, mate. Is it Callum? Very good. There he is there.
Yep.
So the Rockstar Racing lad. And yeah, there is Callum J. Tyler. Of course, driver of the day a couple of weeks ago there, Housey. And well, he's done phenomenally well. He is a pot 4 driver. And he sets a 1 minute 49.0.
Kaiser. Next along. Ooh, Drofter's getting a bit squirrely, sorry. And invalidating. It is Kaiser, as long as he hasn't invalidated since I left him.
No, Kaiser's still green, and he's about to cross the line now, and he sets a 47.1. I am going to miss... Is Joftas out there? He's just 46.
He's invalidated.
There you go. Who is next there, mate? I do believe Bannister coming around the last corner now, trying to keep that rear end all bolted. Sets a 1 minute 47.2. There is Mazepin out there as well, is about to cross the line. He also sits a 1 minute 47.2. So very similar to the Aussie division, where these lap times are very, very close. And of course, Chaz is showing his, which is Charlie Scott in the chat, in the timing screen there, showing his disapproval. He is waiting. He's sitting in the garage with a set of softs on, waiting for this track to rubber in. As Total Peace sets a 1 minute 45.3, and there has been a bit of a switch and switcheroo in the championship table standings, of course. Yes, I Am Sloth was leading this one all briefly for 1 week, and then well, Total Peace said,
Peace is out.
"Oh no, Peace is out."
Just lost it, turn 3, I think it is.
We're going to stay with Ramsall because we're going to see where Pease
he's on the
is.
right-hand side. Just
there he is
now.
there. Pease is out. Wow. Yellow flag, sector 1 and 2.
He likes doing this, doesn't he, Pease?
I think he likes a bit of a driver of the day, mate, to be honest. We'll just see.
Yeah.
We'll just see what happens there. But yeah, that's right. We've got the great man himself, Mr. Xerxes, out there on track. And hang on a minute here. Mr. Housey, guess what's happened? The man himself.
Oh, my bro showed up.
He showed up.
Finally showing his love.
Well, I mean, it only took him half a season. He was there a couple of weeks ago.
Supporting a brother.
But he sets a 1 minute 46.5 is Xerxes. I do believe, who is that out there as well? There is also Charlie Scott. No, it is not. It is the Extremist. And yes, Rockstar Racing Boy is Mr. Blue Dog. And that is the livery that he drives. Now, this is the European division, and the Extremist crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 47.1. We'll go back down to Energetics because he's about to say, well, that's not going to be his lap. And Droftas is invalid again. So Droftas is just doing a couple of putt-putt laps, just dropping down the fuel, getting his eye in. Oh, we've got a spinner.
I think, yeah. Who's that? Where is it?
Oh, 2-5! 2-5!
He's on the chair.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is it. 2-5. Since we started this stream, 2-5 has donated $2,100 100 bits as Pillars sets a 1 minute 44.5. If you don't mind there, Housey, we're going to go back down to where is Paul Watson. There he is there on his outlap. LPE. He's just getting himself underway, so Droftas is out there, yet to set a time. We've still got 10 minutes remaining in the session as Blue Dog's traffic nightmare becomes a reality, and he is stuck. He is stuck in traffic, so he's just doing the right thing, watching the stream and driving at the same time. That's quality, Blue. We absolutely love it. But Blue Dog's a big fan of the Melbourne traffic, to be honest with you. And, no, he's not. He absolutely hates it, does the lad. But anyway, here comes Droftas. Droftas has lit up that middle sector absolutely. Oh, he hasn't left home yet. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, he's definitely running late, is the old Blue. But let's just see how Droftas fares. Yes, he's in that most technical part of the track, sector 3 there, Housey. And well, very, very easy to get wrong. And we did see in the Aussie division a lot of track limit penalties. Guys just getting a bit too greedy, so to speak, on the chase and in the race conditions. And well, there you go, track limit warnings. But here comes Droftas with his first time run, gets one on the board with a 1 minute 45.0.
Yeah, it's just Mikey about to cross the line, moves himself up P7, 146.8. We've got Jaguar, is that my boy?
Your boy.
Watson, just about to start.
We did miss your
My
boy.
boy's not having a good time.
Well, we did miss him, mate.
Who's that? Ooh, Bannister's round. I think he's got away with it, though.
We are currently watching Looster the Rooster, a.k.a. LPE, and there he is there, Team Jaguar, and good to see all 4 Jaguar boys out on track. Yes, they were let down by let down by the Aussie division. There's only one out on track, and poor Stig, big mention to the Stig. I told him to go for a massage after that Grand Prix. His shoulders must have been sore, but yes, he's all right. And we're going to DJ Death Dragon, getting himself underway. He is our resident Arnie there, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Dutchman. Well, one of the Dutchmen anyway. We've also got Energetics as well. Now, for your information at home there, ladies and gentlemen, I have changed the way you can vote for driver of the day. Yes. We had a bit of a bit of a laugh during the Aussie division, but now it'll only be 1 vote per viewer.
LP's out as well.
Oh, loosed it. Well, 2 Jaguars.
I think that's exactly the same place as well. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same place.
It certainly is there, mate. It certainly is.
Kaiser, we've lost Kaiser as well. Just lost Kaiser. On the exit of turn 1, didn't quite get as far.
Well, I've just seen up on the screen there, Housey, DRS enabled, so...
Ooh, well, it has stopped raining.
Let's just say, I think there's going to be a mass exodus off track.
How long we got? Get rid of the yellow flag,
I dare say
let me see.
I dare say we're at the halfway point, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, 7 minutes. 7 minutes
7
remaining, and, well, there you go.
Ooh,
so.
Okay. Well, this could spice it up, but obviously we're going to lose probably P's, Kaiser and LPE from this session. I would imagine they're going to be 3 of the 5 to go. And if it does dry up, then yeah, we're going to see improvements.
I reckon DJ's going in the pit lane, mate. He has invalidated that run. There is no point going again on a drying track on intermediates. We've got LZ Elbow out there as well. We'll go down to all shot down. Whereabouts is he? These boys are all on the
just spun it.
Yeah, Charlie Scott and I Am Sloth, these 2 boys right here, they must have kept something in their back pocket. Chazza didn't want to hit a wet track, to be honest with you, from the conversations we had this morning, my time, this evening, your time, Housey. But yeah, they've sat in the pit lane, put the softs on, just elected to wait a little bit, and I think, well, the prayers have been answered of the Mr. Chazza, because he was not impressed that he was, well, the thought of the rain, let alone to be sitting there waiting for the rain to stop. So, LZ Elbow, there he is there, has not set a time, but there you go, as predicted, gone into the pit lane. We're up to Paul Watson. All these guys, we're going to see, like I said, a mass exodus on track. We'll just wait for one of the soft runners to
if it dries enough. I mean, with 5.5 minutes to go.
There is no spray coming off those tyres, and the DRS has been enabled. So, Well, I reckon they're overheating these inters. I reckon these inters are overheating, my friend, and that is the reason why we're seeing a lot of tail-happy drivers out there. I think it is time for the softs. So let's just see. Let's just wait and see. I reckon Mr. Paul Watson is going to jump in the pit lane like the rest of them. I think
DJ's just gone purple in Sector 2 on the inters. How much you can read into that, I'm not sure. If that was a whole, like whether the purple sector was legit. But DJ stayed out there. Let's see if he boxes. Yeah, he's just backed off here, even after going purple. So we're going to have everybody in the pits.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe.
Definitely, mate. I think so. We'll just keep an eye on DJ. There he is
probably,
there. Oh, DJ's going to set the
let's stay
lap.
out.
He's going to set the lap. I think he got a bit
Yeah.
excited once he's seen the purple. But I think once the soft runners come out on track,
No,
it
he
will be
backed
game.
off.
Well, there you go. With a 1 minute 45.5. Who is that? Who is that has just left the pit lane?
Callum was out on the soft.
Well, there you go. Let's
have
go
a
on.
look.
Let's go on board
See how
with
he gets
Callum
on.
to see how good this car is biting. And yeah, it's ready, mate. It is absolutely ready. And well, there is a
Perfect, but
it is not perfect. It should
come
rubber
to
it.
him.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And of course, the name of the game here, folks, is survival. We do touch on it every Q1 session. Yes, you want to be above P16. We're only going to lose another 2 drivers. To be fair with you, we've lost total Ps, Kaiser and Luster the Rooster, unfortunately. So there you go. LPE, total Ps and Kaiser, unfortunately, are all out of this session. Another 2 more, Housey, and this session's done. We're counting down here, mate. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining on the clock. And, well, the Rockstar Racing driver just trying to get some heat into those softs. And you just seen him wiggle that steering wheel there just to get that front end to bite a little bit. And let's just see how Callum fares there, bud.
Yeah, doesn't look to have had any problems on this outlap. So, having a quick flip back, see how everybody else is getting along with this outlap. It doesn't look, it looks a lot drier now, to be honest with you, just through the first sector. There's still 1 or 2 spots flicking up, but it's going to be, I think, whoever's on the track last is going to be the fastest time.
I think you're right there, mate.
It could potentially be,
I think
you know, I think we're going to be busy, let's put it that way. I mean, everybody's going to be out on the track in a second.
Well, I mean,
that's
it's a standard thing, though, isn't it, there, Housey? I mean, it's nothing that we're not used to there, my friend. But Callum Tyler, let's just see if he destroys this Sector 1. I'm sure he will. It'll go purple, folks. Bang! And there it is, 2.3 seconds, Housey. So the track is definitely coming to the lads. And of course, folks, if you've just joined the stream, yes, there's a bit of, well, slight little bit of rain at the start of the session. And, well, it's eased up, as you can see, and the track has come to the boys. And they're all on the softs now. So it was inters at the start, as you can see. DJ Death Dragon, well, very, very late into the pits. There he is there. And, well, he's probably going to chuck a set of softs on. Unless, well, I don't think so, with Callum Tyler smashing that first sector by 2 and a bit seconds. Let's just see how much
spin's gone faster.
Let's just see how much he's up. Oh, DJ, you need to
Everybody's
leave.
going faster.
7 seconds is Callum Tyler up on his previous best. DJ, get out of the pit lane. Whoever's in the pit lane, get out of the pit lane. So here we go. Here we go. So Callum Tyler, here he comes. He's coming around the second last corner now, and the last corner approaching. He wants to keep that within the limits, and he certainly does. This last corner is very, very tricky, this one, Housey. You think you've got more exit than what you actually do, but it sort of pinches you a little bit. And there you go. Callum Tyler with a 1 minute 35.8.
Mazepin then. Mazepin's next. It was going faster. Everyone seems to be improving.
Yeah, he certainly
through
is.
The lap.
Well, Callum
Mazepin next, and then it'll be Bannister.
Well, Callum, Mazepin was 6.77 seconds up on his previous best. He's had a mighty last sector. Have a look at that. 135.7. Absolutely brilliant. Charlie Scott getting his lap underway. Welcome to the track, Chazza. We've got I Am Sloth, our P2 man in the championship. All Shot Down is out there as well. Who is first out of that list? I think it's Bannister.
Bannister's about to cross the line now. Then Zerks. Followed by All Shot Down. The 3 monster boys.
Yeah, all working together, getting a nice tow from each other. Is just Mikey about to cross the line right now. So it's a 1 minute 34.9. Tell you what, Housey, These are coming in thick and fast. Here comes Paul Watson. And let's just see what Paul Watson can do. He crosses the line. He says, 1 minute 35.8. I'll tell you what, my fingers are getting an absolute workout. I don't know which way to go. Callum Tyler's still out there. He's gone purple in the second sector. LZ elbow, there he is there.
Here he goes. Kitties now, 3 kitties in a row.
Droftas, P1 with a 32.5. Energetics is invalidated. Oh, and DJ Death Dragon right on the cusp. I tell you what, it is make or break for these lads. This will be it. We're only looking for another 2 more drivers. Charlie Scott is out there, yet to set a time. And here comes the Jazzman. He's absolutely on it. Monster Energy Racing livery. And that is, well, if 2-5 is still in the chat, that is his team. And, well, Chazza just wants to keep this one valid. This is it. This will be it for Chazza. A 1-lap wonder. And here comes the kid now. He sets a 32.3. Jazzman on top of the timing charts. Fantastic. As Pillars is out there as well. Who else is further along? There's some.
Bannister's coming again here. He's going to take the line. Followed by Zerks again. Zerks is 1.2 up. Look for him crossing the line about now. Then I think it's all shot down, just crossing the line now. Improves as well, 33.9. Golf racing car of just Mikey, a 33.7. P7.
I'll tell you what, Housey, we're going to focus on DJ and Energetics. Paul Watson has invalidated. These 2 boys are in the drop zone. DJ Death Dragon out there. Where is Energetics? He's behind him as well. So they've been working together, these Hello Kitty boys, doing a fantastic job. But here comes DJ. And yes, the resident Arnie, come on, is the lad. And yes, the great Dutchman, one of the flying Dutchmen here in Formula 4 racing. But he's coming around that last corner now. Let's just see what DJ can. This looks pretty good, Housey. Looks pretty good. It's a 33.3 as we'll flick back down to Energetics, and he will be the last one. And he sets. Well, no, Energetics is out. Out. And there you go. Paul Watson is out. We have our drop zone. That is it. We will.
Mazepin, is he retired in pit?
I don't know.
Out for me, Mazepin.
Yeah, he just grayed out. He was on track too, mate. I'm not too sure what has happened there. But, yeah, there you go. So, Paul Watson, Energetics, they are out. Total P's out. Kaiser out. And LPE, a.k.a. Looster the Rooster, as he likes to be called, is out.
Yep, so a bit of a surprise then with P's being back again. But as I did mention earlier, he has done this a few times in recent weeks. Obviously, he's got the pace to get through. No doubt about it. Obviously, the championship leader. But it's not the ideal start for him.
No, it certainly isn't there, Housey, of course. With I Am Sloth and himself so bloody close. Well, Total P's looking to capitalise on getting the championship lead back. And speaking of championships and leads and all that sort of stuff, Mr. Pillars has joined the party. And, well, there you go. Welcome back, amigo. Puts it on top. Well, I Am Sloth. Look at the little Irishman. Irishman, Mr. Slothy boy. I'm loving this lad's progress. He is a cracking bloke. And, yeah, great stuff, Sloth. And have a look at Charlie Scott as well. We're going in for a cracker, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Droftas P4. Let's quickly flick down to see how many drivers we did lose. Yes, it was only the 5. So Paul Watson, Energetics, Total P's, Kaiser, and Mr. Looster the Rooster. Those 3 there on the Inters absolutely lost it on track, and that was their session done. And unfortunately, Paul Watson and Energetics did not improve and get out of that drop zone. So, as I did touch on before, Mr. Pillars has joined in the chat. Yes. There you go, amigo. And welcome back to the grid, my friend. It is good to see you back out there. And let's just hope this trend continues. Q2 approaching, Housey.
Indeed, inbound. Let's see if it's brightened up a bit. No, not really. It's a bit overcast, but she looks dry. So will we see it improve throughout this qualifying session? Maybe we'll have some sunshine in Q3.
Well, it could be a possibility. These boys have not given us anything, any sort of inkling on what's happening with the weather. We've got Pillars. Well, there he is there. The man who was just in the chat says, you know what? I'll hit the track first. This lad loves a bit of attention. He loves the airtime. Does Pillars.
Followed up by his teammate. No, it's Mazepin, sorry. So the two golf boys, 1 and 2 out on the track for this Q2 session. Let me get the tyres up. Both on the softs.
Yeah, both on the softs. So,
yeah,
interesting to note there, mate. As Pillars loves this, absolutely smashes those S's. There's the lad on an outlap. And, well, I'll tell you what, as we welcome the where is the chiropractor? There he is there, on top of the timing charts. Welcome, boys. Yes, Charlie Scott, a.k.a. Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut. This track is beep. He loves this track, does Chazza. And, well, thank God that rain cleared up for you, Chaz, man, because that chat we had prior to the race going ahead was interesting, to say the least. But yes, Ramsell, welcome. Good to see you in. And I wonder if Mini Ramsell is doing the engineering thing tonight for his old man, Mr. Ramsell, aka the chiropractor.
So the sun's just starting to pop its head out now from the clouds. It's amazing what a couple of minutes can do. Certainly looks sunnier down in Sector 3 as Pills then is about to get his lap underway.
He certainly is there, House. He is the golf racing driver, the Pot 1. Oh, well, the Pot 1 golf racing driver. The inaugural champ here of last season was Mr. Pillars. A bit of a hiatus was the lad, and we all like to give him stick about it. But, well, the good thing is he is back. And, well, that is absolutely brilliant to see. And look at him. Pillars is wow, mate, that was huge. Going through those S's. And, of course, you're going to see this track map light up purple. He's the first one out there. And I don't think he's going to be, well, it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Of course, this is the strategic session here, folks. And, well, I'll tell you what, whatever you set your fastest time in this session on, that tyre compound is the tyre compound you will start the race on. So I don't know, I could be wrong here, Housey, but I think the medium might be the way to start for these guys, mate. I'm not too sure. Medium is the better.
It depends what the
rest of them do.
Depends what the weather's going to be like. We don't know what the race is supposed to be like. No information, no inside intel yet as to the weather for the race, so if it's raining, then it doesn't make any difference. You might as well put any old rubbish on the car at this point in time.
Well, Chazza absolutely loves this track, dry or wet, he reckons. No. So,
it's hashtag in the dry and it's hashtag in the wet.
Yeah, mate, absolutely brilliant. He loves it. Absolutely, that four hashtag stands for love. And here he comes with Pillars with a 136.5 does the infamous one.
How's it been then?
Thank you, mate. And Mazepin, well, there you go. So Pillars did a bit of a sandbagging of a lap. And we'll go to All Shot Down. Is it All Shot Down? Who is next?
Andenge is going to be next. It's invalidated for, I think it's Callum, the rock star. So Andenge just come to the end of Sector 2.
As Charlie Scott's just woken up and realised that 4-letter hashtag is definitely for love. Definitely for love. But no, I'm sorry. Always here support. Mini Ramsell! Woo! There he is there. That is the chiropractor's son. So yes. He's always here supporting, he says. And that is brilliant there, young fella. But here comes Andenge, your boy Andenge. How's he? No. These boys are playing. These boys are playing funny buggers. Where is Zerx? He's on top of the timing charts.
He's just crossed the line now. Yeah, he's just crossed the line. All Shot Down it is. About to cross the line. He's definitely not sandbagging, I wouldn't have thought, with a 34.719. It's past Pills again, so who is that? Bannister. Just come to the end of Sector 2. Starting Sector 3 then, so we'll be Bannister next. Soft tyre fitted. Just coming into this triple right, 16, 17 and 18. Little tricky with the rear end if you're a bit loose on the rear. Certainly going to know about it there. Through turn 19, easy for the track limits there. Last corner then, turn 20. Let's see what Bannis can do. DRS wide open. Goes pole, or provisional P1, 133, 148. good time from Bannister.
It certainly is there, mate. Excuse me. Callum Toller has invalidated, as you did touch on before. Interesting
That's the
to
second
note,
time.
who else is out there? The Extremist getting himself underway. Now. We'll give the Extremist some airtime because I'll tell you what, last week he had an absolute belter of a race. Yes, I can't remember exactly where he finished, but he started dead last. He did miss qualifying, but joined the lobby late. I thought that was going to get invalid. But no. The game's allowed him to continue, and there you go. The Extremist on the medium has lit up that first sector absolutely magenta. Big shout out to Mad G if you're watching. I hope you're doing well, my friend. But here comes the Extremist, and that was a Monster Energy driver getting out of the way. I dare say that might have been, well, who was that? Probably all shot down.
Bannister.
Oh, Bannister. Thank you very much, Bannister. Appreciate all of that, my friend. But here comes Extremist. Now, this is a long run down to the end of Sector 2 here, folks. It's probably, arguably, apart from Turn 1, the hardest breaking point of the game, I dare say. And, well, here comes the Extremist, a 103.3 at the moment at the second sector split. So let's just see how he fares. Yes. All the other boys were starting to lift about this point in the track that we're out there on the softs. And we're going to see a big medium push, I think, at the moment here, Housey, because... well, Mazepin's just chucked on the mediums. Pillars are sitting in the garage. He did a quicker PRQ one time.
Ramsell's out on the mediums, going quite quick as well.
There you go. So
the
Extremist says a 1 minute 34.1. We'll flick down to Ramsell. Yeah, there he is there. The chiropractor. There is Mini Ramsell in the chat, his son. And great to see these boys supporting each other and the league, which is fantastic to see. But here comes Ramsell. Yes, your old man, Mini Ramsell. And he's about to set his first time run in this Q2 session. So 1 minute 33.8.
Droftus next on the lap, if you believe it to be true. He's still got the softs fitted, does Droftus?
He certainly does. We've still got plenty of time too, Housey. And he's lit up that second sector purple. So let's just see how Droftas fares. If he either sets a lap or if he pulls out of it at the last minute. Of course, there is a tactical session, this one, mate. And a lot of the guys tend to bluff their competitors by doing a couple of quick first two sectors. And that third sector, just a massive lift. Just so they can better it on the medium. But it looks to be that the... Mr. Droftas is sending it. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's backed wide off. And he's done the thing, what they all like to do, and that is just pull right over to the side. And is the Extremist going again? No, he's not. He's 6 seconds slower than his previous best. We'll stay with Just Mikey. Yet to set a time is Just Mikey, the golf racing driver. And let's just see how he fares along. Mikey, purple, first sector. He's out there on the softs. And, well, looking for a good race is Just Mikey. Hoping... I think he's replaced at the moment. Chewy Racing is well, he's away at the moment, I do believe. And Just Mikey has put his hand up to fill the void, so to speak. And we do appreciate that, Mikey. So here he comes down that back straight. I tell you what, who is that behind him? Charlie Scott on an outlap. So Charlie Scott's made an appearance, and let's just see how these boys fare. 5 3/4 minutes remaining in this session. Yes, Q2, folks. You want to be higher? Well, 10th and higher. Anything lower, you're going to get knocked out of this one. But yes, and then we'll approach the top 10 shootout, if you will, a.k.a. Q3. But yes. Here comes Mr. Mikey. Mr. Mikey, well, that is a very, very tricky double right-hander, that one there, Housey. As you touched on earlier, you want to have that back end bolted. I mean, if it's just if you're unstable there, the car tends to step out on you. As Mikey crosses the line, says a 1 minute 33.1. Mikey puts it on top of the timing charts. Here comes Mazepin. There he is there. Thank you very much, Housey, because you're saving me big time. But yes. Here's Mazepin. Golf racing driver as well, as you can see there for yourselves at home, folks. But here he comes. That's a 1 minute 35.2, and that is P7. DJ next along. Just going through turn 19. As I was just paying a bit of a, we'll talk about it in a second. We'll watch the end of DJ's lap, and DJ sets a 1 minute 33.2. As well, there you go. Walker is an engineer for Ramsell. He doesn't need Mini Ramsell, and Mini Ramsell's come. Mini Ramsell's come in with a couple of dots. Oh, I'll tell you what, there is the family feud happening right before our very eyes.
I always wanted a son, Mini Ramsell. So you know, if your old man's not up to par, come join the dark side.
Absolutely brilliant, Housey, but
all shot down then.
Oh, is he next?
Away from the.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, just across the line. 33.645.
Well, I'm with who is that? That is excuse me, Charlie Scott. Charlie Scott is about to set his first time run on the medium, if you don't mind, Housey. And Monster, a bit twitchy. I'm not too sure if that was a bit of a lag spike, but it looked like he lost a slight amount of time there. Bolted through the last corner, but there he is, Machaza. 1 minute 32.4. We'll flick back up to Xerxes, and there he is. He's about to cross the line now.
About to cross.
33.3. They are coming in.
Andenge.
Where is Andenge? There he is there.
Just coming out the last corner. Taking over the line. It's a 132.6 P2 for Andenge. So that's more like it.
So there is the...
DJ's up again.
Well, I'll tell you what there, Housey. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. And that is the father... aka son, love, and well, there you go. So he was being a little boop, and he got fired. So here comes Slothy Boy, P2 in the championship, sets a 1 minute 33.1, and that puts him P4 there, mate.
Yeah, Pills is on an outlap, so it is all shot down. At this point in time, P7, 33.654, looking to improve on that. Missed his second split time, so I'm not sure if he's up or not.
Nah, he's certainly down. He's down by a good couple of seconds there, mate. We're going to stay with Pillars. He's furthest along in the drop zone. Drofdas is out there on an outlap as well. So, what's happened to Xerxes? What's happened to Xerxes? What's happened to Xerxes?
That's a retire in a pit lane, I think. I don't think he's out on track.
No. Dead? What do you mean dead, Xerxes? Come on, Zerx, where are you? I didn't see what happened on track. No. Unless he's quite comfortable in the pit lane and taking a punt. He's in 10th position. No, you didn't. He says he's crashed. Where did he crash?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. We're looking for footage here, Xerxes.
Yeah. Taking footage now.
Well, he says he crashed at the end of the S's.
End of the ASs. Okay.
Well, okay. We'll take your word for it there, Xerx. We'll take your word for it. We missed that one on stream there, brother. But we're watching
6, 7 or 8, somewhere around that.
Yeah, we're watching Pillars at the moment. And, Pillars obviously set that banker time on the soft compound. But here comes Pills. Yes, on the medium. His fuel light is screaming. So this is make or break for Pillars. He has got the speed, this lad. Of course he's got the speed. And it is for him all about survival. So, Kaiser, you make me laugh, mate. Absolutely brilliant. But Pillars sets a 1 minute 32.5 as Kaiser says quali went well. Oh, Kaiser. I mean, the race is long there, mate. And I'm sure we're going to see you come through the order. DJ, Callum's invalidated. Callum has invalidated. He will be out. So is Elbow.
In front of him.
Oh,
they might just make it. They'll make it if they hurry up. I've just been watching LZ, and he's a bit caught up with a bit of traffic. His teammates, but he'll make it. I
think he will there, mate. As Kaiser's saying that's optimistic. I have the faith in you, Kaiser. You've been doing really good the last couple of weeks. And, interesting. I mean, that's self-confidence for you from Kaiser. But here comes Drofdas. That's a 1 minute 32.3 on top. There you go from the new Portonian. Fantastic lap. We've got Mazepin out there just beginning his lap. We're going to focus on the drop zone. The Extremist is out there as well. Where is Ramsell? Just making an appearance. There he is there. He's about to start a lap. About to start his final run.
9 seconds to go. So the bottom three. Alz and Callum did make it. So they're on their laps now, yet to set a time.
Well, the extremist has gone purple in the second sector, and he's the next one to cross the line. Let's just see how the extremist fares out there on the medium, of course, here, Housey. And interesting to note, there is only 4 drivers that have opted to stay out in the softs. The rest of them have gone the way of the medium.
Yep.
Well, there you go. It doesn't help.
Like that in the Australian side.
Kaiser has just said doesn't help when you can't stop laughing whilst giving moral support. Well,
Extremists can't do it then.
No, we cannot. P11, the best of the rest is what extremists will stay.
Mazepin next.
Yeah, it certainly is Mazepin.
He's got his team.
Yeah, there is his teammate there, having a look at the rear wing of Mazepin. So they're very, very close together. It probably would have benefited Albo, to be honest, more than Mazepin.
Down the straight, yes.
Yeah, Mazepin is punching that hole in the air, but I reckon around the corners, Albo will be feeling the pinch. But here comes Mazepin. Let's just see what he can set. It's a 1 minute 34.6. No, he cannot improve. Albo just in front of him, and Callum Tyler. Let's just see how Callum goes on. Fares here, and then we'll flick back up to Ramsell, but Callum is in the drop zone. Yes, P15 yet to set a time. Can he do it? Oh, I thought he was going to go past track limits, but no, he cannot. No, he cannot. P14. Ramsell
can change it. Can he do it?
Yes, he's in. Ramsell's in. P7, and that is a great lap.
Yeah, he's in.
Well, that is probably Walker saying, you know what, mate, just chuck the soft on. You haven't got the... Well, I don't want to say that, Rams. I don't mean anything by it. I was going to say something. Steady. He has got the speed, but probably not on the medium at this track like the rest of them. As his son, Mini Ramsell, is...
Still cheering. Look.
Well, he's cheering. I mean, how can you not have him? I mean, he's cheering his old man on. And, well, he's been sacked by his old man. And, well, there you go.
Probably stay cheering me on or you'll go to bed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, I'll stay and cheer you on. That's what I had last night whilst I was watching the real F1. It was, well, look, Senna, you can watch the race with me or you can go to bed. Choice is yours.
Well, I'll tell you what, Callum Tyler has joined the chat saying he's not good enough. Well, the race is long, my friend. But Mini Ramsell, come join us. Come join us and go against your dad. So... only one PlayStation. Well, there you go. So, and Denj P4.
Take ownership of it.
DJ Deathstroke. Yeah, take ownership, mate. Show him the way. And,
wait for him he's at work tomorrow and then just steal it.
Well, I mean... Holy moly. I mean, what are we promoting here? I mean, come on.
Well, theft and dishonesty.
Oh, there you go. Mini Ramsell has thrown down the gauntlet, and it is certainly Christmas soon, and I think I know what his Christmas wish is.
Yeah, but
the chiropractor...
Santa's run out of PS5s.
Well, the chiropractor better be listening. Your son wants a PS5, and, well, Christmas is coming. Maybe better put in a list to Santa there, Mini Ramsell, and we'll see how that one fares along. Not too sure how old the young fella is, so we'll keep that one all good. No, it is not. It is not. It is Charlie Scott. No, it is DJ.
He did go first, but
it is DJ. DJ wants the airtime.
Situation.
Yeah, mate. DJ wants the airtime. So there is DJ Death Dragon in another Q3 session, Housey.
Well, he is. He's, as you've touched on, he's a good lad. He's always there or thereabouts. Hasn't had the best of luck, to be fair, some weeks here. Certainly, he's got the credentials, though, as a driver, to be well up there at the front.
Well,
certainly has. So we've got, what is that? Is that 4 kitties? I think it is, isn't it? Or is that Mikey's in a Golf? Is
Mikey's in a Golf, yeah.
Oh, I hate the way it's so close. You know, on the screen, it looks, I don't know, maybe it's just my old eyesight. It looks kind of white. But yeah, so we've got 3 kitties then. 2 monsters. We've got 1 Jaguar, 1 Rockstar, and 2 Golfs then.
Well, I'll tell you what, big special mention, a big special couple of mentions. Just Mikey and Bannister and Ramsell all making a Q3. Q3 again. Well, I mean, there you go, Walker. I mean, people are very precious these days, and it was all a bit of fun. I mean, I don't know. I've spoken to the lad. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Don't want him to leave again. But here comes DJ. DJ getting his lap underway. And, well, I'll tell you what there. Walks is doing his thing. Ooh, what's going on here? You cheated me. There's a bit of banter happening between Walker and Callum Tyler. What's going on here? You cheated me, Callum says. He's not happy. I was howling. Oh. Oh, there's some juiciness happening. There's some juiciness. Fill us in, Callum. Walker. I nearly read that one out, Kaiser. I nearly read that one out, Kaiser. But, well, you nearly caught me off guard, my friend. But DJ Death Dragon, first man to blink. Yes, the Hello Kitty driver. What is he? Is it pot 2? Is he pot 2 or pot 3? I can't remember. I have to double check.
Kaiser? Hang on.
No, DJ Death Dragon.
DJ, he's a 2.
DJ pot 2 Hello Kitty driver. Thank you, mate.
That's all right. That's what the Bible's for.
Oh, yes. You've got your stats, and I almost forgot it. Thank you for reminding me there, Housey.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
But,
We've been too busy laughing and causing some family dramas.
Yeah.
And
Well,
upsetting Santa Claus.
Upsetting Santa Claus. Mini Ramsell asking for a PS5 for Christmas. And, well, I'll tell you what, the chiropractor earns enough. He works enough. Get it for him, mate. Get it for him. And maybe, you just never know, he might be competing against Mr. Ramsell. Could be a father-son combination next season. But DJ sets a 1 minute 32.9, quickly followed by Pillars with a 31.3.
Oh, Charlie Scott spins over the line. Ooh, just kept that one out the wall. Did he? Did Mr. Charlie Scott? Says Droftus next.
Well, yeah, he's got a full front wing, so we'll flick down to Droftus. And
he kept it out of the wall. Yeah,
he certainly did. He certainly did. So Droftus, hey, what's going on here? He sets a 1 minute 31.8. I don't know. The controller's playing up on me. Here comes Bannister. Bannister will be next. He sets a 1 minute 32.7. Great lap. Where is Slothy Boy? There he is there. He's around that double right-hander right about now, Housey, man. And let's just see what our second place man in the championship can be doing here. He wants to do better than a 1 minute 31.346 set by Mr. Pillars. Let's just see how Slothy goes. A 131.9. And that puts him P3. I have just missed Mikey's lap.
Just Mikey.
Says a 1 minute 33 dead. So I think, who is out there? There is a Hello Kitty out there as well. Is that DJ going again? It is certainly DJ going again. He is currently up on his previous best. And we'll flick to Andenge straight after DJ there. But I think DJ, well, it'll be interesting to see if he sets this one or resets and goes into the pit lane and has another crack or bite of the cherry.
Just above.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
Sorry. He's very close.
No, he's going to set it. He's going to set it. No, he's... DJ, come on. That was a very late into the pit call. Here comes Chazza's invalidated. So it will be Andenge, your boy Housey, Mr. Andenge. And here he comes now. Let's just see how he fares along in this Q3 session. Of course, his first time run here, folks. And, well, yeah, quality driver is this lad. The Swede, the only Swede of the bunch. And here he comes now. Mr. Andenge sets a 1 minute 31.5. Well, he's knocking on the door of Mr. Pillars there as Charlie Scott will throw that one in the pit lane. Bannister is out there throwing it in the pit lane as well. There is a couple of boys. Ramsell is on an outlap. Like Walker said, whoever wins the championship, I'll buy them a PS5. How generous. Well, don't fire Mr. Walker up, Elbow. You've got to be careful what you wish for, and you've got to be careful what you wish for, Elbow. I'm not too sure if you know Walker or not, but yeah. Well, the banter's alive and well. The banter is alive and well. I can join with the 500-point bonus. So Ramsell getting himself underway, and DJ Death Dragon saying, well, that was a bad lap. Well, DJ, I mean, there's still plenty of times. Oh, Xerxes, I nearly. Well, we're going to read that. Walker,
Ooh.
Walker is
Ooh.
a
Ooh.
groomer. Well, I'll tell you what, he's
I didn't
grooming.
know. I didn't know. So yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Ramsel's getting a haircut then, is he?
Well, he's only 15. I was going to say
Oh.
maybe his beard trim, but he's only 15 as a lad. But Callum Tyler, and Walker's just giving him the big eyes. And well, there you go. Ramsell has invalidated. He has invalidated. I think he's got one eye on the chat. I think his son is throwing him off a little bit. Walker, get him to focus there, brother, if you're his engineer. And we'll flick back up to Andenge. Is Andenge? No, he's not. So it's only Ramsell that is out there that's...
a bit of a lull.
Yeah, a bit of a lull. So maybe he's... Well, I'll leave it up to you, Housey. Whenever you want to take your stat... Whenever you want to do your Statman 2.0 stuff, just yell out and go for it.
Well, you keep an eye on Ramsell and Charlie Scott.
Yeah, definitely.
Lefties on an outlap, so you just jump across to me as and when you need to.
Go for it, mate.
Quick update before we go into the race then. Last week's results: P1 Drofters, P2 Peas, P3 Charlie Scott, pole was Charlie, fastest lap was Kaiser, driver of the day was Drofters. Quick note from the stewards room this week, so a quick update from last week. Bannister had a penalty removed which gained him 1 place in the results. Race results were incorrect on your screenshot, Skate. So Sloth actually finished P4, not P5, as the screenshot said. So the results are actually 1 point wrong this week. But
can you please blame Codemasters and not my screenshot?
Yeah. Yep. So the results were wrong because of Codemasters, as we found a discrepancy within that. But yeah, it just means that the gaps. It's the same positions, it's just gaps a bit closer, but I'll get to that in a minute. So after a donkey moment, Xerxes has 5 points taken away from him after last week, as well as being given a 5 license points, which will result in a 5-second penalty at the end of this race. Having said that though, from the stewards, it was very good, very quiet again last week, so well done to everybody who participated last week. Really, really good stuff. So we'll get on to a few bits then. Obviously, we've touched on the fact that Stiggy took Jaguar on his shoulders earlier in the Australian side. Pole in the Australian side was actually a 131.144, so we're looking for a little bit of time to get there in this one. Equal best finishes for Ramsell last week, P7. No one else scored their best finish or equal best finish last week. However, Pease had his best finish in 5 races with P2. Drofters had his best finish in 5 with P1. LPE had his best finish in 6 weeks with P14. And Charlie Scott achieved his best in the last 6 with P3. So far... Hang on a minute, I can't even read my own rhyme. So yeah, alright, instead of then looking at the best, we'll look at the worst finishes last week then, shall we? For a change, just something a little bit different. So worst finishes last week, excluding DNFs, DSQs and DNSs, and Denge, surprising one. Worst finish last week, P5. I mean, that's your worst finish, a P5? Wow.
That's not bad, is it?
That says something. No, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Energetics had his worst in P15. Just Mikey had his worst in P13. So the following drivers are on runs of staying in the same spot or moving up in the drivers' table each week. And Denge, 8-week run. Albo, 5-week run. Kaiser, Mazepin, all shot down, 4-week runs. DJ, 3-week run. Ramsell, Bannister and Paul Watson all on 2-week stints. What we got going on the track?
Well, Bannister's about to complete his lap. He's got probably, his fuel light's screaming, so this will be it. He's not going to have the fuel to go around again. Let's just see what he can do. He's a 1 minute 32.469. Puts him P6, Housey. P6.
Who's that? Is that DJ? All right. Yeah.
So the rest of the boys are out there on outlaps, so you can continue, and I'll cut you off when they all start to come across the line.
You cut me off then. Right, so the championship table then. So we have a change at the top this week, as we've spoke on a couple of times. Jaguars P's moving back to P1 on 219 points. P2 sees Sloth drop from P1 after his 4th place last week on 217 points. Next up, on for the second week running then, we have Andenge in 3rd on 194 points. No change for 4th this week, with Kitty's Drofters holding firm on 188 points. Up 1 place from last week in P5 is Energetics with 141. As already mentioned, the excess incident from last week leaves him under a little bit of a pinch then, so he moves down to P6 this week on 140 points. A solid 6th last week sees DJ jump up 3 spots into P7 on 137 points. 3 points back from Excess and 4 points back from Energetics. Being absent then for the last 4 weeks has seen Golf Racing's Pills slip down the table. He now sits P8 on 132, so he's got work to do. Looking to rectify that this week.
Sorry there, Housey. Sorry there, mate. Yes, the boys are starting to fire up now, and I'll tell you what, 2-5 has put his hand in his pocket again. Another 1,050 bits. 2-5. Oh, he's robbing the bank.
You don't need to pay me 2-5.
He's robbing the bank. I absolutely love your generosity there, 2-5. Well, and he's put a little comment there. Pills and my setup. Well, I'll tell you what, there, 2-5. Comedian activity is alive and well in the chat. But yes, let's just see Charlie Scott. Yeah, he's on that double right-hander now. He's purpled that.
Hasn't got a time on the board.
No, he hasn't, but he's absolutely lit up the timing charts, and let's just see how he fares along. We're going to call 2-5 the high roller. We'll call him the high roller as Charlie Scott sets a 1 minute 31.359. That is him done. P2 for now. Pillars will be next. He's up on his previous best. Have a look at Pillars. Ooh, nearly 3/10. He's out of ERS. He sets a 1 minute 30. Oh, he's just beaten. He has just beaten the Aussie boys. We'll go to Andenge. Andenge is out there as well, and Andenge, whoa, right on the list, the cusp of track limits there, Housey. But here he comes, Mr. Andenge, your boy, Team Jaguar, sets a 1 minute 31.3 P3. Droftas. Droftas has got provisional pole. What a lap from the new Portonian, as it'll be I Am Sloth, who as invalidated will start 5th. And Droftas has just pinched, well, pole position from the inaugural champ, Amigo. Well, infamous Pillars, and Pillars will be cursing. Look at that lap from Droftas. Well, I'll tell you what, a 1 minute 30.879. What an absolute cracker. And, well, there you go, Xerxes. It doesn't matter how much Pillars practices TT. Droft just beats him no matter what. Pillars will be filthy. For Charlie Scott, P3, and then P4. I Am Sloth, P5. And, well, where is DJ? P6, Ramsell, P7, which is a great result. Look at the P7, 8, and 9, boys. That is a big special mention to those three. Yes. If you're a fan of the channel, I'll tell you what, these boys are getting to Q2 quite comfortably, but all three of those guys in a Q3 session, absolutely fantastic. Hats off to all three of you and the rest of the crew, of course, indeed. Pillars is past. It literally... Oh, Walker, you kill me, mate. You kill me. But yes, there you go. Pillars fuming after his 7 years of TT practice. Well, I'll tell you what. Look at the chat. And Pillars hasn't made an appearance yet. Of course, he's just keeping it low key. He'll probably let his race pace do the talking, but well, I mean. Well, we'll just leave that one there, I reckon. We've got 7 seconds on the countdown clock. He's an expensive Barrichello. Oh my God, that is funny. Very good, Walker. One of the funniest things you've said today, to be fair. And of course, yes, we all know each other. We all have a good laugh, and well, there you go. So 2-5, look at that. 2-5, 3,150 bits. He's robbed the bank as the high roller, and there you go. Droftas has joined in and says he doesn't care about the race. I've beat the TT merchant over qualifying. Well, there you go. And, well, Pillars is being extremely quiet. So he will be filthy. He will, if I know Pillars, Droftas, Walker, Xerxes, we all know Pillars. And I tell you what, he will be filthy. But yes, well, Walker, you nearly caught me out again with your little subtleness at the start, but then at the end, I'm not reading that one. Charlie Scott, gonna sleep well tonight, like... Well, yes, we're under formation lap, folks. I'll get these intervals and all the data up for you guys. Or data, as
Let me
you
just,
English people like to call it.
finish these championships.
Go for it, mate.
Table then, whilst
for
we've
it.
got a second. So just finish it so that we know where we are before we go into the race. So the 9th this week, we've got Monsters Pot 3 driver, all shot down on 125 points. Just 2 points back, we've got the Extremist in P10 on 123. 11th place sees no change with Paul Watson holding that place for the second week on 115 points. After a good round last week, taking the pole and P3, Charlie Scott moves up just 2 points behind Paul Watson on 113 points in P12. Up one this week in 13th is Kitty's Ramsell on 97. Bannister is also up one this week on 88 and P14. P15 as Rockstar's Pot 4 driver Callum dropped 2 places this week. Sits on 84, just 4 points back from Ramsell. A DNF last week hasn't helped Mazza Spin, but hasn't hurt him too much either. He stays P16. LZ Albo is 17th on 53 in a close battle with Kaiser, who sits 2 points behind him in P18 on 51. With 13th place last week, just Mikey drops 2 positions to P19, but is only 1 point shy of Kaiser ahead of him. Finally, no change. LPE brings up the rear of the grid, P20, 39 points. I'll do the pots quickly. Pot 1, Peas moves back to P1 this week, within tight battle with Sloth. Sloth drops to P2 for the 4th week running. Droftus is P3, Pills is P4, and Charlie is P5. Pot 2, no change here, all the same order as it's been for the last 5 weeks. And Denge P1, Access, Zerks P2, DJ P3, Albo P4, Kaiser P5. Pot 3, no change in Pot 3 either. Energetic makes it 4 weeks at P1. All Shot Down makes it 3 weeks at P2. Extremist holds P3 for the 2nd week running. Just Mikey is P4, LPE on a 12-week run in P5. Paul Watson heads Pot 4, continues his leading streak, making it 13 weeks out in a row at P1. Change for second sees Ramsell get P2, Bannister moves up to P3, Callum dropping to P4, Mazza Spin staying P5 as the drivers take to the grid. Constructor standings just quickly then as they're pulling up. It's Jaguar P1, 567, Kitty in P2 on 543, Rockstar in P3 on 489. Monster in 4th on 471, and Golf bringing up the rear on 422.
There you go, folks. They have all lined up on the grid, and we wait for these famous five. I got the 5 and the famous all confused there. But waiting for these famous 5 red lights. We have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are go here at Kota. Fantastic start there by Droftas. And, well, Infamous Pillars, is he going to jump him? He's got the inside line into turn 1. So far, so good from the rest of the bunch. And Pillars will take the lead of this one. Oh, we've got a spinner. We have got a spinner. Sloth has lost it. And we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. Just save that replay, and there we go.
Guys are all together. Wow.
Have a look at this.
Getting a bit fruity.
Have a look at this, Housey. And yes, the middle of the pack, Ramsell is up into P6. Xerxes, what a start by him. Up into P5, Charlie Scott and Dance Droftas and Pillars.
Peas is around.
Oh, Peas is around, so Peas, he's not doing himself any favours there. No damage whatsoever, but, well, look at the Rockstar boys all dropping like a stone. And, well, I am Sloth, I do believe, was one of the early spinners there. Not too sure if there was anything untoward, but we will push on, Housey. We will push on.
Well, I didn't see what happened. I was watching the back of the grid, but I was watching those Rockstar boys. All 4 were virtually wheel banging at one point then.
Well, there you go. Ramsell is up in the 5th position. He's just gotten by Xerxes, so that is the soft compound versus the medium. And as we've seen in the Aussie division, about lap 15, about lap 6 or 7, they started to drop off, and the medium tyres started to come into their own. So Ramsell would want to make a move, or make the most of that soft compound very early doors, of course. For Pillars with the fastest lap, of course, the first one out there, first one across the line. Of course, he's going to set the fastest lap with a 1 minute 36.171. So, yeah, so far so good. Nice and clean. Of course, there was a couple of spinners, as we did touch on, but very, very good by all indeed. No one is boxed. So it is as you were, so to speak. DJ Death Dragon. DJ Death Dragon is dropping. What has happened here? He's got his side-by-side with Kaiser. And Kaiser gets by him. What a move by Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser's gone deep. And DJ seizes the opportunity. And what a move by DJ to take that 13th position back.
Oh, we've lost LPE.
Oh, loose to the rooster.
What's that, about turn 5? turn 5, I think it is.
Yeah, he's lost it in the S's there at the beginning of the S's, well, in the middle of the S's, so to speak. And, well, we have lost one already. Unfortunate there from Looster the Rooster. But we are back on board with Callum Tyler. And Callum Tyler up in the 12th position there, Housey. And he's all over the back of those 3 golf racing boys. Just Mikey, Mazepin, and LZ Elbow. Have a look at Callum on the hunt. And, well, at the moment, the lead...
It's got to be contact.
Oh, what's happened here?
Contact.
What has happened?
Mazepin had contact. I think it was from his teammate. I don't catch who it was, whether it was Elbow. But I'm sure there was some contact there.
Well, have a look at this. This is I Am Slot DJ Death Dragon and Energetics all having a ring-a-ding-ding battle there, albeit for 13th, 14th, and 15th. And, well, there you go. So,
That's where the battle is.
it certainly is, mate. It is absolutely alive and well. Energetics is all over the back of Sloth. And, well, he's trying to make... Yeah, he's trying to make the most of this soft compound, is Energetics. But let's just see how he fares. There's no DRS available just yet. It will be at the next detection point. We are on lap 3 of 28. As, well, there you go. Front... Well, what do you call that? A bumper cam? I don't know what that is, but it's kind of useless, that one. But, yes, Energetics all over the back of Sloth. Extremist is trying to make a move on DJ Death Dragon, and it is so difficult through through Sector 1, to be honest. It is almost followed.
One-line wonder.
Look at that rubbish. We're going to mute that bloke if he keeps throwing those crappy emblems into the chat. Man City.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Who? The Pretenders? Yeah, the Pretenders. Yeah, we'll call ourselves the best team, but we'll allow an own goal. It's all good, mate. It's all good. But yes,
just with a slight bit of contact with DJ. This battle for 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th is really heating up here. Extremist going for a move up the inside of DJ. Oh, he's got to pull that up. Energetics is there. Is this tail end of the... Oh, DJ's going back for it. This is a fantastic battle, honestly.
Yeah, DJ the Extreme...
To move up the front.
DJ and Extremist are having a cracking battle. DJ has dropped a couple of positions, to be honest with you there, though, Housey. And the Extremist are starting to come into his own. And you know what we do to that? I'll show you what we do to that, mate. Ready? You ready? Hang on a second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, come back when you got the titles, son. Anyway, let's not let a rubbish sport ruin a good one.
Yeah, that's right.
Pills has got the lead. Pills has got the lead. Just over half a second from Droftus, and then 1.3 seconds back in P3. Charlie Scott, P4, half a second back. Ramsell then, he is the cork in the bottle slightly. Doing a good job though. 3 seconds back of Charlie Scott, so the front 4 pulling away. Ramsell is on the soft, but he's got Zerks and all shot down, and Bannister then, so 3 Monster Energy boys chasing down Ramsell. Ramsell is in a whole world of monster trouble. He's got Charlie Scott in front of him, Zerks all shot down, and Bannister behind him, so he's going to get monstered in a minute.
Well, I think so there, mate. Callum Tyler still in 11th place. He's sort of almost the cork in the bottle. Well, as I do speak about it, he's just got by Kaiser. So Kaiser's just, well, there you go. Bit of a switcheroo there. And Callum Tyler looking to make inroads. Well, I'll tell you what there, mate. He was a bit worried about his pace on track. But, well, he's starting to come into his own. He's sitting P11 at the moment. It's a fantastic effort. We'll go back up to the front because Pillars is leading this one by over Droftas by 7/10 of a second, and Droftas is hanging onto that DRS zone as Droftas, there you go there, the new Portonian sets a 1 minute 35.981 for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix to date. Xerxes in P6 is the lad. He's all over the back of Ramsell like a bad rash, and well, Mini Ramsell is in the chat, and well, that's it, our race. I'm going to crash you out. Well, I don't know what he's talking about there, but yeah, I agree with you, Ramsell. No, Man City is rubbish. Yeah, anyway, this is Formula 1, not FIFA, so he can keep his, well, he can have his glory for a little bit longer, and then if he throws that rubbish in again, we'll time him out again. What do you reckon? I know he'd be fuming, but bad luck.
Well, in all honesty, I'll put my stamp on football now. Let's just not bother. Let's just not bother. There's enough idiots in the game. We don't need to promote anymore. Being myself or yourself or anybody in the chat. Let's just stop talking about football.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
We're
right.
here for the wheels. We're here for the wheels.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, all stage performers say break a leg. I reckon all F1 gamers should say lose a wheel.
Lose a wheel.
Lose a
yeah.
wheel.
Well, that happens quite often, doesn't it?
Well, lose a wheel. It does happen quite often. You never see stage performers actually break a leg, though. But anyway, we push on. We push on. So Charlie Scott is all over the back of Van Denge here, Housey. And, well, he's starting to fire up, is the Geordie Juggernaut. And, well, let's just see how he fares on. And, yeah, he's, like I said, he's all over the back of the Jaguar driver. And have a look at the top four there, mate. The top four, Golf, Hello Kitty, Jaguar, and Monster Racing. So, well, there's a bit of a mixed bag up there, Housey.
Yep, obviously those monster boys though in 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th at the moment. I'm still keeping an eye on this battle from sort of like 11th down, from Callum Tyler down, because it is just nose to tail for a little bit here. Callum Energetics, Extremist and Slothy now closing in on the back. DJ 1.5 back. It's going to heat up. Total Peas gets past DJ then for 15th.
I'll tell you what, Total Peas
versus the medium.
Well, he's starting to fire.
Oh, hang on a minute. No, he ain't.
It's medium versus medium down there, and
Yeah, it is medium.
Total Peas is starting to fire up. And interesting to note, while his championship rival, Mr. Sloth, is in 14th, just one place ahead of Total Peas. And
yeah, this happened last week. Did it not happen last week?
I'm not too.
Them two just going through. I think it did. I think it did. Because
the finer details there, Housey. The finer details as we get older seem to. I get lost in a little bit.
Look at these Rockstar boys.
I'll tell you what, a bit of a tank slapper there from the Extremist. Is I Am Sloth going to capitalise? Maybe we're seeing team orders come into play.
Look at the straight line speed on Extremist. Look at that straight line speed. He had no right to pull away from Sloth there, but he did.
He certainly did,
Rockstar's
mate.
then 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th. So the Rockstars are close. All the monsters are close. They need to be careful.
Well, the Extreme
coming up on the back of Callum
here. I'll tell you what, I Am Sloth very close to the back end of the Extremists there. These three Rockstar boys are working very well together as a team, using that DRS zone to pull each other along. But, well, I Am Sloth, his championship rival, right behind him in Total Peas. There's a cracking battle happening all over track. As we'll stay with this, as who is that? The Extremist has got it all wrong. I don't know if he went to box then, but I'll tell you what, that was just caught on stream. And he's copped a 3-second time penalty for his efforts. Well, that was all horribly wrong for the Extremist, and well, he's just lucky to get no damage. There he is. I Am Sloth. Sloth is through, and he's got his two teammates behind him to look after his rear wing there from his championship rival. And this is Rockstar working like a team to perfection there, Housey.
Yep, Charlie Scott then closing all on the back of Van Denge up in P4.
Oh, and what a move there by Xerxes on Ramsell. And the medium tyres at the moment are starting to come into their own. We're going to see all the soft runners start to drop a little bit, and you'll see the medium runners all start to creep up on the counterparts in front of them on that soft compound. So here we go. Well, there's a bit of a DRS train. Well, there you go. Ramsell will take that one back. Charlie Scott and Andenge, as you did touch on there, Housey, is, well, it's alive and well, isn't it? Look at Charlie Scott. I thought he was going to lose it there. Very, very close to that rear right wheel of Mr. Andenge. And let's just see how he fares. Of course, yes, Charlie Scott all over the back of Andenge. The Team Jaguar driver is Andenge. And, well, I'll tell you what, Andenge has had a very, very consistent run of results, and it's no surprise we find him up the top end of the championship, but he's got Charlie Scott for company with a DRS zone, and let's just see if Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut, can get it done under braking. But look at the straight line speed Andenge has, and no, you don't, Chazza, is what Andenge says, and the Extremist gets another 3 seconds. So let's just have a look at the time penalties. So we've got the Energetics on 3 seconds, Callum on 3 seconds, DJ on 3 seconds, and the Extremist on 6. We'll go to the positions gained, and the biggest gainer of the bunch at the moment is Kaiser. He's all over the back of Energetics. He's up 10 places there, Housey. Energetics up 9 places, and Total P, special mention to him, up 7. And have a look where he is, right behind I Am Sloth again. And, well, the biggest loser of the bunch, unfortunately, is Bannister, down 10 places, and the Extremist down 7.
Yep, just watching this Xerx. all over the back of Ramsell. So as you said a little while ago, I think Ramsell's softs might just be starting to feel the pinch. Zerks is looking for a move here. DRS assisted on the back straight, gets it done with ease. No fighting from Ramsell. He's now got all shot down, closing in for company. Pick that one up a bit later. Kaiser gets past Energetics then. Energetics is going to have a look back at this one. Oh, Kaiser gives him the room.
And that's a great move. Oh, it's going to have, excuse me, Kaiser's going to have the inside line, but Energetics has got confidence. He's going around the outside, which becomes the inside for this double right-hander, and that's a move done. Move made there by Energetics. Fantastic stuff there by the Dutchman. And, well, he's got all shot down next. Oh, have a look at DJ. DJ's getting real racy. Callum on 7-lap-old softs, of course, and they are starting to feel the pinch as he peels off into the pit lane and frees up DJ. DJ will probably saying, thank God for that. Come on, is what their resident Arnie will be saying. And, yeah, he's got Total Peas in front. Let's have a look at the championship fight as Total Peas and I'm have a look at this battle in front of, well, there you go, Kaiser. Kaiser getting out of the way of everybody, and he's allowed Total Peas through. Total Peas is following Sloth like a, well, there you go. Well, I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but he is following Sloth. And, well, they are 1 and 2 in the championship. Of course, Total Peas leads the championship by 2 points over I Am Sloth. This UK division, European division, is alive and well. Charlie Scott and Ann Denge battle resumed, Housey, as we'll go back up to the top. And it is Droftas and Infamous Pillars having a good crack.
Droftas. Yeah, Drofta's just been creeping on the back of Pills. Mazza Spins just had a spin last lap. Charlie Scott and Andenge, you might see it on the... Oh, there's a bit of contact between them. They're still going at it. Bit of front left wheel to right rear of contact there. Andenge's right rear wheel. Charlie Scott's front left. They're all still good though.
Well, I'll tell you what, Charlie Scott's fuel light is flickering on and off. He's right on the cusp of making it. We're only on lap 9, Housey. So if we don't get a safety car, he's going to have to do a bit of lifting and coasting, of course, just to sort of make sure he makes it to the end. We did see the same thing in the Aussie division with Mr. Fury Strat having to do the same thing. As there you go, Ramsell does box to get rid of that soft compound. He will chuck a set of the mediums on, and they will quite comfortably go to the end.
Oh. Charlie Scott gets squirrely out of turn 1, down the hill. Just gives Andenge a little bit of a break, but they're going to be battling this one. I can see this just going all the way to the end, those two. They've got to be careful not to play around too much though. Give Zerk something to get back on. 7 seconds at the moment, the gap they've got to him, but they keep messing around. Zerks will just keep creeping and creeping and creeping. Paul Watson then gets past Kaiser, so we've got Rockstars now, 16th, 17th, 18th. Extremist and Callum Tyler both have penalties.
This is an absolute cracking battle between Charlie Scott and Ann Denge and Droftas and Infamous Pillars. Oh, I'll tell you what, the top 4 are in a league of their own in this one. Have a look at the gap. What are we oohing about? What are we?
Close. Ooh. Charlie Scott just made a DRS move down the back straight on Ann Denge, and Denge got the braking all wrong and was so close to wiping Charlie out on the brakes. Coming really hot. Just managed to miss him though. It's all good. So Charlie's got the position now. Can he pull away?
Well, it looks like he seems to be, doesn't he? I mean, and Denge does need to regroup, but he's pulled straight away from Denge, and
that was that braking zone I told you about. Charlie Scott gets a penalty then on the last corner.
Well, not only that, Chaz has still got 70% ERS, whereas Andenge has cooked his quite a fair bit. Droftas has boxed, and he's
putting the soft on.
Well, there you go. The new Portonian knowing something that we do not. He's maybe going for that two-stopper. As LZ Elbow, there you go. Kota coming into its own as what it always does. And look at the time penalty starting to rack up. Very, very similar to what we've seen in the Aussie division. Yes, boys are on the push, and well, that track limits tends to bite you in the backside. But interesting to note here, Housey. Have a look at Peas. He's got by I Am Sloth, and well, I Am Sloth is hanging on to the back of Peas and giving him a bit of what he had got for the first 9 laps. We did miss that move on track. I do apologise, folks, but there has been action aplenty, and we're trying to catch absolutely everything. But this is the closest battle on track, except for Callum Tyler. I did see that, and he's all over the back of Paul Watson, the Jaguar driver.
He's in that He's in that hurt sector though. Sector 1, he just can't get by Paul Watson. He was all over the back of him, looking every which way, but without a mistake, you just can't get past in Sector 1. I mean, it is really a risky move if you're going to go for one. So he sits and waits. He'll pick up the DRS here, late on the brakes, into turn 11, going around the outside. Got a good run. Could have this done before DRS even opens. He does.
He does.
So Callum then with a good move on Paul Watson.
As Droftas has come out of the pit lane in P8 there, mate. He's all over the back of I Am Sloth, and, well, the new Portonian needs to make him... Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is, mate. As Paul Watson picks up a 3-second time penalty for his efforts. But Droftas, well, I'll tell you what, he wants the clean air, because if he's trying to do a two-stopper, it's just not going to help him whatsoever. As Total Peas, let's have a look at the rear wing. Look at this. Look at all shot down. I Am Sloth.
Oh, he's looking.
Oh,
Can't quite make it. I thought he was going to go for it then.
He has to tuck in and live to fight another day to Slothy boy. Droftas,
yeah,
he's all over the back of
Droftas.
Look at him fire up, is the new Portonian.
I'm looking back from Total Peas' rear wing. This is a brilliant shot. Absolutely epic. Great visuals I've got from the back of Peas. Those three behind are wheel to wheel. Sloth just can't get through again. It's that Sector 1.
Look at him trying. Look at him trying. He's going to make a move.
He's trying.
He's going to make a move. Is he going to make a move? Great move there by Slothy boy. On the inside of all shot. Oh, Droftas follows him through. Droftas follows him through. Droftas is going to get DRS.
Well,
this is a double DRS. This is a double DRS.
Here we go.
Oh, Droftas.
Yep, he's got him in the right position. His soft tyres. There's going to be no fighting this for Sloth. Oh, Peas is in the way.
Look at this battle. Look at this battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely brilliant stuff.
Outside of Peas.
Oh, what a move by Droftas. He's done it. He's done it. What a move. Up in a fourth position. And that is a cracking move. And that has released him perfect. Well, 3 places exactly. And that has released him. That has absolutely released him. And that's probably going to work in his favour. I think so, Housey.
Yep.
I think so.
Depending where Pills comes out, when he does make that stop, I mean, that's a bit early, as we said, for Droftas to go on a soft, but maybe he's done a 2-stop here. Pills maybe looking at the 1-stop then. We'll see how it plays out later. But keep your eyes on Droftas. He's the man on the move. He's pushing hard on those softs. What else we got going back down the field then? Zerks then.
And Ramsell and Just Michael. Yeah, exactly right. So.
Yeah. Oh, Just Mikey Pitts. Zerks is going to get this move done on Ramsell, up into turn 1, soft tyre versus medium tyre, slightly later on the brakes. Ramsell doesn't fight it again, smart driving from Ramsell.
Oh, he knows his battles. Knows his battles. Yeah, exactly right. He knows Xerxes needs to box again.
A+ on the scorecard for that.
Yeah, 100%. And of course, yes, Mini Ramsell has joined in the chat, and 3 places, OMG. Yes, my word, mate, my word. That is the quality of the man. And, well, and Denge is starting to creep up on Charlie Scott there. And have a look at this, Housey. Excuse me. He's only 0.6 of a second at the moment. But Denge closed right up under that DRS zone. These boys are yet to box. Yes, you can see those 12-lap-old tyres there. They are yet to stop as these time penalties, have a look at them start to rack up.
Zerks then. Zerks going for a move on elbow. Gets it done. Sorry to cut you off there. Zerks up to 8th. Elbow down to 9th. Penalties, as Skates just said, they're starting to rack up. I mean, how many did we see in the Australian side finish without a penalty? Was it 2, 3?
Yeah, I think
4
that's
maximum.
Yeah, maximum.
So,
and that's
really
what
hurts. It is a track, but
it is track characteristic. The time penalties here at Kota, and well,
it hurts you. Hurts you if you can't keep your car on a track. Let's put it that
way. Exactly right.
I mean, I don't like to comment too much because I'm not normally too bad, but that's because I'm not as fast as these lads. As somebody else told me once, well, I think it might have been DJ actually, give me a bit of a set to once after I told somebody about, well, just keep the car on the track. He was like, well, push faster, push harder, and then you'll make the mistakes. I'm like, well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword.
Oh,
anyway, enough of that.
LZ elbow will just, I think he was caught napping there and realised when it was too late. He went to go defensive, but Ramsell was already alongside him. And, well, too late elbow. And, well, there you go, DJ and Energetics. But DJ did get by Bannister, as you did touch on there, Housey. And, well, I tell you what though, mate, he has cooked his ERS,
He's on a
and
push.
yeah, he's on an absolute push, is DJ, trying to make the most of that soft compound. Let's go up to the closest battle on track. It's probably between DJ LZ as well. So this is where it's at. This is the closest battle on track here, folks, and this is what we're going to be looking at. Energetics is still there as well. So Energetics and DJ doing the Hello Kitty thing, and Ramsell as well for that matter. So
Yeah,
very,
Ramsell's
very...
doing a good job.
Very, very interesting to say the least there, mate.
Yeah, he's really coming to form. I'll give that Ramsell the last few weeks. Really putting it down. You know, making that step up. Mind you, I said that. He got 7th last week, DNF the week before that, 11th, then 7th, 13th, 8th, 14th. So, not a bad, solid run, to be fair, from Ramsell. I mean, I'm sure he'll be the first to admit he's not on pills or Charlie Scott or Endenge or Droftus or Peas or Sloth's pace, but you know, we know that those boys are aliens.
Exactly right.
There's got to be some others.
There has to be some others. There always is others. Of course, there is always others. But Pillars still
look
in.
At this, Energetics looking for a move. Oh, sorry, is it? Yeah, no, it is Energetics.
It is
looking
Energetics.
for a move on LZ elbow. Yeah, it's alright. I was getting myself confused then after talking with Ramsell. Always a bit of contact. LZ's not going to fight this. Yep, no. Energetics gets the jobs done then. So Hello Kitty car of Energetics moves into P10.
I'll tell you what though, LZ Elbow has dropped a couple of positions by 2 Hello Kitties at the same corner in consecutive laps. So, well, there you go. And he's got a third one to contend with. DJ Death Dragon. These Hello Kitties are bamboozling the golf racing driver of LZ Elbow. He's under the pump big time. And I'll tell you what, these Hello Kitty boys are, well, they're bullying their way through. Have a look at DJ. DJ's going to get this move done. DRS zone approaching. It should be a... Well, LZ Elbow's dropped out of that 1 second, so DJ's got this move. Candy from a baby there, folks. And that is 3 positions in 2 laps, and all of them being taken by Hello Kitty.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, LZ, in his defence, he's on 14-lap-old mediums, DJ on 2-lap-old softs, Energetics on 3-lap-old mediums, Ramsell on 4-lap-old mediums. So,
yeah, definitely.
To be expected, really. LZ will come back to fight later on in the race, I'm sure of it. Back at the top then, let's give a bit of homage to Pills. Pills still out in the lead, 15-lap-old mediums. He's got a 5-second gap to Charlie Scott in P2, who has got a further 1.7 on Endenge now. So he's just managed, after a few laps ago, after we mentioned it, Endenge just dropped off a little bit. Holding P3 though, Droftus P4, 3 seconds back from Endenge on those soft tyres. P's in P5, 6.9 seconds back from Droftus, 15-lap-old mediums yet to stop. Sloth then, yet to stop. P6, 15-lap-old mediums, all shot down in 7th, 15-lap-old mediums. Then we've got Zerks then on the push at the moment, 6.4 seconds back from all shot down, his teammate. No penalties though, so Zerks looks to, if he can keep this as he's going, he'll probably pick some places up over the line later.
I'll tell you what, no, Housey, I'm going to cut you off. This is a great battle between the Hello Kitty drivers, and I think they're going to hold stations as we speak. So I don't think we're going to go get a safety car. So it's a good way to have a look at the starting sequence. We'll be back to live screens.
They've got to let DJ through.
Yeah, we'll just have a look. But then we're back on to the start, and it was a fantastic start there by Pillars, taking Droftus into turn 1. And, well, there you go. You see a spinning Rockstar, and we'll go back to live screens very shortly there, Housey. We're watching the replay of the start at the moment. And there you go. So, well, that was a replay of the start. Who is that getting out of the way? That is Ramsell. Is it Ramsell? No, it is not. It is Energetics.
Yeah, Energetics and Ramsell. They both got out of the way. DJ through to 9th, which
that
is
is
what I said would happen.
That is team orders coming into play. And
box.
There you go. Your boy Endenge has boxed. He's got rid of the medium, and he's put a set of that quick soft tyre on. Have a look at Droftus. He's up in a 3rd place. He's on 5-lap-old softs.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to go to the end there, Housey. He'll have to stop again. He did start.
I can't see. I can't see how they are. I mean, it was an early stop for Droftus, so maybe he's going to go medium, soft.
Who knows? Who
Let
knows?
me check the race director, because I'm sure he was. Yeah, he did start on the medium, so yeah. Unless he goes medium, soft, medium, but he can't make that to the end, surely. We'll see.
Well, if anyone can, Droftas can, of course. But let's just have a look at Andenge, because Andenge is all over the back of All Shot Down here, mate. P7 and 6. And where is Xerxes? Xerxes is there. He is in the background. He's trying to catch on. But Andenge, well, I'll tell you what, he nearly went into the back of All Shot Down. Bit of a love tap there, Housey, but no harm, no foul. And as you were, but have a look at Andenge. Andenge is starting to make a move, and there it is. All Shot Down has been passed by Andenge, and that is him up into 6th place.
No answer. Yeah. Bannister in a bit of a rock star sandwich. Back down in 13th. He's got Kaiser in front of him, and then Callum, Tyler, and the Extremist behind him. Callum's only 0.7 back. Extremist is about 5 seconds back, so one to watch for later. Pills and Charlie Scott now in the pits then, so let's see. This is gonna... Droftas takes the lead.
This is where Droftas needs to put the foot down. So, well, very, very interesting. He's going to...
Slopping as well.
Well, that's going to help Pillars, because Pillars is going to come out in clean air. Pillars has come out in clean air. Well, I'll tell you what, if Pillars is in the prime spot here, folks, he's put in the laps, and, well, they are definitely 10 laps on the softs. There's Mazepin. Mazepin's out. What is that? Where is Mazepin? He's done a pit and quit.
He's in the pit, isn't he? Is he in the pit? It's a golf car in the pit.
Yeah, that would be Mazepin. Let's just have a look. It certainly is. And, oh, well, there you go. There you go. Right.
Gets a penalty. No.
Write that one down there, please, Housey. And, well, there you go. Xerxes has picked up a time penalty. Let's just have a look at that. There you go. 3 seconds to his name, folks. And there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers with no... Well, let me... 6 drivers with without time penalties.
Curse it. Go. Curse it. Bring in the commentator's curse. Okay,
yeah,
so
well,
there are some people without penalties.
Yeah,
okay? Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
There are some people with, some people without. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's up to 7.
That's a brilliant save, mate. Brilliant save.
I got you, man. I got you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So, and Denge got himself in P3 there after those pit stops. P's just moved himself up into 7th. He's got Xerxes about 6 seconds up the road. Xerxes has just picked up a penalty though. Let's have a quick run through those penalties, shall we? Charlie Scott 3 seconds. All Shot Down 3 seconds. Xerx 3 seconds. DJ 3 seconds. Energetics 3 seconds. Sloth 3 seconds. Kaiser 3 seconds. Callum Tyler 9 seconds. Bannister 3 seconds. LZ Elbow 3 seconds. Extremist 12 seconds. Paul Watson 3 seconds. Places gained then, so position change. Total P's are the most so far, up 11 places in P7 at the moment. Energetics up 8 spots in 9th. Kaiser up 7 spots in 12th. Biggest loser, who is the biggest loser? I think it's joint between Bannister and Just Mikey.
And I am
Although
Sloth.
Bannister's just pitting.
Oh no, Just Mikey 7 places now, so he is just. Hang on a minute, that's changing. Well, it's changing as we speak.
Pit, that's right.
There you go. So we'll go back to the tyres there, Housey, and my turn to save you too now, mate. So All Shot Down is all over the back of Xerxes here. This is 18 lap old mediums. All Shot Down is doing a fantastic job, but the job has been finally done by the Geordie Juggernaut, and he's just got by Andenge there, and they are going to be running to the end. The Newportonian is leading this one by 7 seconds, but have a look at Pillars on a bit of a charge here, mate.
Yeah.
And he's closing and closing and closing and closing. And let's just see if Droftas can make those softs. No, he cannot. He's dived into the pit lane. He's seen the deltas. And let's just see Droftas. There you go. Goes into the pit lane.
Where's he going to pop out?
Well,
where's he going to pop out? This will be interesting. I'm interested to see, as opposed to like where P's and Sloth is.
As
P's and 7th.
Pillars sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 33.
33.335.
Big shout out to Mr. Sloth, and that was way better than my Irish accent, mate.
Better than your pirate from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all good.
It is all good.
Where is he going to pop? So, All Shot Down, Xerx, DJ, Ramsel. I think that is. Or is that no, that's not Ramsel. Xerx, All Shot Down, DJ, and Energetics in the pits then. So where did Droftas
P4, he came out P4, but in clean air, Housey.
Not too bad.
No,
Yeah,
not too
5
bad at
seconds
all.
he's
And
got to
Total
get the hand
Peas gets another time penalty. Let's just have a look how many he's got. He's got his first one. So there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers without any track penalties at the moment. So they are clocking in thick and fast here, folks. But let's
8 laps to go.
8 laps to go. Oh, driver of the daytime. And we will go to where I am,
wait
Sloth.
a minute. I am Sloth. Oh, Sloth just picks up a place, actually. As you probably switch to him. Goes up to 6. So as Skate, I think he's going to stick in the driver of the day vote at the moment. Let's get that stuff ready for you. We're on board with Sloth here. Coming down into turn 12, sorry. Left-hander. Excess. Xerxes gets past Kaiser in the background. Moves himself up to P8. All shot down gets a place on Callum Tyler. Moves himself up to P10. And Energetics moves himself up a place, 13th. Then all shot down. The time history is going crazy. He is still in 10th, yep. Sloth then got some work to do. He's got 9 seconds to get to P's. So they were, if you recall, they were nose to tail was P's and Sloth for most of the beginning of this race. Now Sloth is 9 seconds back from P's as Ramsell sticks it in the box to get rid of those 10-lap old medium tyres. LZ at elbow gets himself a penalty. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 4 without a penalty. I can't see Ramsell's at the moment. So up at the front, Pills still leads this one. 6.2 seconds back to Charlie, who's then got Andenge closing in on him. Although we saw this in the first stint, it was back and forwards a little bit. Charlie Scott finally broke Andenge, but Andenge closing in again, as Skate said earlier in that first stint, down the DRS zone. So Andenge's got some good straight line speed on the car this week. He's got Droftus 4.6 seconds back from him now in P4. Pease is in 5th. Extremist gets a penalty. Sloth then in that 6th, as we said. Zerks in 7th. Kaiser in 8th. All shot down, just about to make a move on Kaiser. It's all shot down on the softs versus mediums of Kaiser's car. All shot down gets that job done. So all shot down moves himself up to 8th. Kaiser in 9th now. We've got a yellow in sector 2. It's one of the Rockstar boys. Hang on, let me flick to it and see who it is. It is the Extremist. He is round. He's not long put the soft tyres on. He's got away without any damage by the looks of it. So the Extremist gone for a spin.
I have a issue there, Housey. The bloody thing is not letting me put it in the poll. So I'm going to have to go off the game, unfortunately. I don't know what has happened. It's playing funny buggers on me again. And I do apologise, folks. The driver of the day poll will not go out today, unfortunately. It is not allowing me to do it for some unknown reason. And, well, there you go. So anyway, Andenge all over the back of Charlie Scott here, Housey, as you lightly touched on. And, well, this is P2 and P3. Battle resumed. Where is Droftas? He's in P4. He's not closing quick enough though, and I think that two-stopper has hurt him big time, mate. As we've got to change for position on track. Energetics and Callum Tyler having a ring-a-ding-ding out there, and Energetics takes that 11th position from Callum Tyler. Callum Tyler holding his own there in 12th. I can't remember where he started, but he's had a great start.
Fresh softs for both the kitty drivers there, DJ and Energetics.
And Ramsell.
To answer your question. Yep, Callum Tyler is up 2 places, so he started 14th.
There you go. As we'll go back up the front, because Andenge is still hanging on to the back of Charlie Scott.
Can't get any closer.
No, we cannot.
Can't get any closer. This is what we saw happen in that first section of the race. He was about this, and then just in the end just dropped off. But he knows, to be fair to him, he knows, he's a smart lad. He knows he's just got to stay within 3 seconds of Charlie Scott to pick this up, because Charlie Scott does have a 3-second penalty, and then he's still free from penalties at the moment. But he does have to also look in his mirrors. What we got left? 5 laps to go. Droftus got the gap down to sort of 3.5 seconds. Also penalty free at the moment is Droftus. So Droftus needs to pick up a bit of time to maybe take Charlie Scott as well. So Droftus could be on for a podium here, be it 2nd or 3rd. If he can just pick up the pace a little bit, and he's found like, what, 2-3 tenths in that first sector alone? He's got the gap from 3.5 down to 3 seconds by the end of sector 1. Droftus on the move.
He certainly is, mate. I'm having another crack at this driver of the day, mate.
Yeah, have another crack.
I'll have another go at it.
Have a crack. Have another crack at it. If not, we'll have to go off the game, or unless the viewers are out there, if there's anybody still out there watching, send in your suggestions for drivers of the day. We won't take biased opinions in terms of who you race for. in the other side of the league. Either that or me and Skate will have to have a little chat. And, oh, hang on, who's that? Sorry, is that... We had a Rockstar round at the end of Sector 2. It was the Extremist again, so it's going from bad to worse for the Extremist.
Hey!
Pretty much done.
I got it to work.
Hey, there we go.
The driver of the day.
Persistence is the key.
It certainly is. And the driver of the day poll has gone out, folks. I do apologise. Well, it was a bit of a rushed one, as you do for all our viewers there. I did try it, and it was a bit of a rushed one to get one in again just before the race ends. But yes, please get your votes in. That will determine the driver of the day, and you can only choose one particular driver that you like, and one vote per person these days. No more bulk votes and pumping up your team. And yes, let's just have a look at Kaiser. Kaiser and, well, DJ Death Dragon are side by side into the double right-hander. And DJ hanging around the outside. What a move. And he keeps that 10th place. Kaiser 11th. And, well, great stuff there by DJ Death Dragon. He's up into 9th. Sorry, that was Energetics. I do apologise. That was Energetics getting by Kaiser. Great stuff there by Energetics. As we'll flick back up to the front as, well, Pillars had a very lonesome race as the lad. He's done a bit of a flex as a welcome back to the, well, to the grid. And he's ahead over Charlie Scott by 6.5 seconds, and Denge is just hanging on to that, that 3 seconds there, mate, as, well, Droftas is starting to and Droftas is starting to come into it too, because, well, Droftas is currently, what is he? Just
fluctuating.
Yeah, 2.8 plus 0.9, so
it's kind of...
He needs to find about a second at the moment. Yeah, he needs to find a second, and he will be on the podium.
About half a second. So he's got a second back to Andenge, and then another 2.5 back to Droftas. Charlie Scott's the guy with the penalty, who's got a 3-second penalty, so Droftas is, what, about 3.5 seconds back at the moment. So he needs to find about half a second, where has been floating like this for the last lap or two, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. We'll see later on. Is there anything else going on? Yes, Ramsel's just going for a move. Sorry, we just missed that one. Ramsel just goes for a move on LZ. LZ's fighting it back. This is wheel to wheel at the end of Sector 2 between Albo and Ramsel. The Golf and the Kitty going wheel to wheel. What tyres do they have on? Oh, what's that? That is a nice move from Ramsel.
Oh, no, but LZ is hanging on here, mate. He's going to have the inside for this double right-hander, but he has to yield. Well, there you go. They're hanging on. And, well, Ramsell will have the inside for the next one. Let's just see. Oh, they're very, very close. Ramsell gets a 3-second. And, oh, there you go. Unfortunate, but no one giving an inch. And cracking driving from these two drivers in particular. But LZ Elbow will have a DRS zone. But let's have a look at the straight line speed of Mr. Ramsell, the chiropractor. And, whoa, there you go. LZ having a bit of a dive bomb. A bit of a dive bomb by LZ, but Ramsell will take that position, and he cannot get it done. And have a look at Droftas. He's turned up the wick now. 1.7 seconds behind Andenge, and he's starting to fire up as the new Portonian. He's had a cracking race. So far, so good is the lad. As we'll go back down to LZ Elbow. This is the cracking...
Sorry, just look at the time between Droftas now got that gap down to 1.2 between him and Andenge. Andenge 1.4 back from Charlie, so looking good for Andenge and Droftas at the moment. Well, carry on with your battle.
Oh no! Oh, Ramsell with a massive tank slapper coming out of that, well, that hairpin there onto the back straight, but it's going to open up the door for Elbow. And LZ is going to get this position back. He certainly is. And that moves him up into 12th. And, well, they're going to swap and change. Well, Ramsell's trying to make himself all big in his mirrors, but Energetics is fancying a bit of DJ Death Dragon.
What's going on with Charlie Scott?
The two Dutchmen are having
a...
Oh, no!
Round from P2. Exit of turn 1.
What has happened to Chazza?
Must have been too heavy on the right pedal.
Oh!
So he's given Andenge and Droftas that podium.
And he's picked up another... Oh, the Extremist, 10 seconds! What is the Extremist doing? Where is he? He must have absolutely...
He's had a dreadful few laps.
He's straight-lined the S's.
2 or 3 times.
He's straight-lined the S's, and that'll do it. But yes, Droftas, well, Droftas doing his thing, and he's up into 3rd place. Look at this, he's looking to get second. He's looking to get second.
Look at P's on Charlie Scott, though. P's right over the back of Charlie Scott now after Charlie Scott made that mistake. P's looking to make a move down the back straight. So Charlie's got 6 seconds worth of penalties now. P's with 3. He doesn't really need to get this move on track, but he's going to do it. So the Jaguar driver of P's moves himself into P4. I don't think Charlie's going to fight it too much. No, I don't think he does.
No, I think he's...
So
he's
P's into P4.
well, Chaz is a little bit thrown in the towel there, probably frustrated with his spinner. He was in P2. Droftas is all over the back of Andenge. And have a look at this. Good morning, Nat Hammer. How are you, mate? Yes, we'll get to that in a little bit. We're on lap 27 to 28. Welcome to the stream. A little bit late, but glad you're here anyway. As the driver of the day has been awarded to All Shot Down, and well-deserved too. But yes, Droftas is all over Andenge. Lap 27 to 28, he, and she's gone by that bloody quickly. It's not funny. The fastest, well, the qualifying time was 3.5, nearly 4 tenths quicker than the Aussie division, of course. And, well, the caliber of the European division is just shown up, and Droftas is having a cracking battle. He'll be loving this with Andenge. He's on 3-lap fresher softs. Those softs that are on 9-lap olds that of Andenge's will start to be feeling the pinch, and there is a DRS zone approaching. Droftas knows this as Fury has jumped in as well. The Aussie boys doing their thing, and here comes Droftas. Droftas all over the back of Andenge. There is a DRS zone. Andenge only 5% battery. Droftas with 11. And have a look at this. Droftas goes the inside.
No.
Your boy Andenge has just given up that position, and Droftas takes P2. Pillars will win this one unless something dramatic happens from now until the end of the Grand Prix. We're not going to put the mods on him.
We've got one.
Yeah, we've got one
and a bit laps to go.
One and a bit laps, Pillars.
Let me just go through these. Let me go through these position changes quick for Nat Hammer, who was asking for it. So Pills up 1, Droftas down 1, Andenge up 1, P's up 14, Charlie Scott down 2, Sloth down 1, Xerxes up 3, Allshot down up 3, DJ Death Dragon down 3, Energetics up 7, Kaiser up 7, Ramsel down 5, LZ Elbow way started, Callum way started, just Mikey down 6, Bannister down 8, Paul Watson down 1, Extremist down 6. Unfortunately, we have lost Mazespin and LPE. Mazespin is a suspect. P and Q.
Yes, definitely. So we had one in the Aussie division, which will be, well, we do know the penalties for that. And there is one here in the European division, so not too good. The gaps have started to stabilise here, Housey, as we might as well stay with our, well, I was going to say champion. He's not our championship leader, our race leader. And yes, Total P's up 14. Total P's is a quality driver. He's leading this championship.
Oh, Sloth just got past Charlie as well.
Ooh,
Charlie's in AI, I believe. Go back to Charlie, please. Is he in AI on your screen?
Yeah, he's in AI. He's out of fuel. That'll
be why then, is it?
No, I don't know, mate, but he's out of fuel.
I don't know if it goes to, does it go to AI when you run out of fuel?
No, he's still in his car, but it must go to Ghost when you're out of fuel. There you go. But let's flick up to our leader of the race. He's just rounding the last few corners, and that would have happened to Fury if he didn't lift and coast. But there you go, Chazza doing the Fury thing, and, well, short-filling the car, no safety car, and, well, you're at the detriment to running the risk of relying on a safety car. But Infamous Pillars, welcome back, son. Wins here at Coda. Droftas, P2. What a great drive from him. And Denge, your boy Housey, P3, has Total P's, rounds this last corner. He will cross the line in fourth. Absolutely quality drive from P's. Surprisingly, he didn't win the Driver of the Day vote. Xerxes, well, he's first you have to finish.
He's got 5 seconds to come as well.
And Xerxes has certainly done that today. And welcome back, Xerxes. Just what the doctor ordered. And there you go. Crosses the line 5th. All shot down. Will be 6th.
And the Jax just passes Sloth for 7th. What's going on there?
Well, Sloth is ghosting.
I think Sloth's out of fuel. Sloth's out of fuel. He's out of fuel too. Luckily, he's just about made it, but he's dropped a position.
He's dropped a position. He's just made it, has Slothy boy.
Charlie Scott dropped down to 12th. Wow.
13th.
Oh, no,
he's back up to 11. What's going on? I mean, down, up, down.
Oh, hang on.
Callum Tyler's out of fuel. Callum's out of fuel as well. What is going on? These boys have short fuel. And, well, to their own detriment, relying on safety car. And that'll do it to you every bloody time. So what a race. Quality race from these European lads. And Pillars. Oh, Pillars, welcome back. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, there you go, Slothy boy. Put your incidents in the room. And, well, there you go. Infamous Pillars, welcome back to the winning circle. Welcome back to the grid. He holds that trophy aloft, and I hope that champagne tastes real good there, mate, as the champagne is being sprayed. And Pillars, if you're there, mate, if you can hear me, please get all shot down in the chat. He won the driver of the day. We're going to get an opinion on him a bit later on, but we'll go to these timing screens for everyone's enjoyment, and went with what, +1 lap of fuel. Yeah, it's all pace relevant there, Callum Tyler, as Pillars, well, I'll tell you what, mate, sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 33.335, or as I
133.335, sir.
Thank you very much there, mate.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. One more, please.
123.335.
You do that so well. But anyway, there you go.
I
So
do like it.
absolutely love it. And I'm sure I Am Sloth and the extremists are probably cringing at the moment. But there you go. Pillars, Droftas, and Denge, the top three. We're going to go on a quick pause, folks, and we'll be back with our driver interviews in just a moment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our top three, and I'll just change the logo. There we go, so everyone can see who we are, where we are. And I'll tell you what, we'll start off with our third place man. It was a cracking battle. Your boy Housey, Mr. Denge, and I'll let you take away the questioning because I do know you love this bloke, and we all love this bloke, the resident Swede of the bunch. It was a quality drive from the lad, as All Shot Down has joined the party as well for the driver of the day interview. But take it away there, Housey.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Denge. Another solid drive, another podium, P3, fourth on the grid, so only up one spot, but a good race from you yet again. Give us your thoughts on the race there. You was under the pump there a little bit from Droftas towards the end.
Hello, lads. It took us a week, but I'm finally back for some quality time with you lads on the podium here.
And we do love it.
Yeah, it was a fun race. I had fun. I had really fun. I had a great battle with Charlie in the first stint.
Yep.
And Dan got me just fair and square at the end. I had fun. Like I was thinking about maybe medium hard, but I was talking to Peace and he told me the strat was basically if you can make the mediums last, which I could, it's a medium soft one stop. So
Yeah, exactly right.
I was kind of
100%.
surprised that Dan wasn't actually doing the same.
No, he went for something a bit different there. He just, right then, he does like something a bit different, does Droftas. He likes to play something a bit different, just to keep everyone on their toes, so... You nearly had him,
But
you nearly had him.
yeah, it was a fun race. I was running like a lower rear wing than everybody else, so
Yeah, he seemed to have some good straight line speed, I did mention
I had
it in
very
the
good
stream.
straight line. But I was I was losing every time in the third sector to Charlie. But I had a great battle with him in the first stint. I just defended well. We went wheel to wheel a couple times and drained my battery, and then I just lost pace behind him. The tires started to die. But I mean, I just have to give it to Dan and Pillars. They were literally Verstappen and Hamilton today. I was literally Bottas and Perez. The pure pace just wasn't there. But when it comes to the battle with Dan, I mean, I went defensive. He still sent it on the inside. I tried to go for a switchback, but he just covered up expertly, and I lost traction. So he got me fair and square. Just a good battle.
Well, that is definitely honest of you, and that is what we like to have here at Formula 4, spreading the love around as we do. everyone being complimentary towards our other fellow racers. So big up to you, Andenge. Another solid performance in P3. Pot 2 driver. I mean, I can't say enough, to be fair. Congratulations, and we'll maybe see you again next week.
Oh, you know for sure. You will see me next week.
Good stuff, my man. Take care.
As we'll move to our second place man, Droftas. Well, he tried to make a two-stopper work here, folks. And, well, I'll tell you what, Pillars might have been... He did take pole position, did Droftas. And I reckon he was, well, pumping the air when he did pit Pillars. And Pillars would have been fuming. And I reckon that was a little mini win there for Droftas. But I'll tell you what, we do give points for pole position. And Droft, just talk us through that one there, mate. You tried to make the two-stopper work, try something a little bit different. And, well, just missed out in the end. But all credit to you, my friend, making this one work.
Yeah, tyres were overheating in sector 1 behind Pillars, and by the time I got to the straight, he just had a better drive onto that DRS than I did, so it was either use everything, get past him, and then just be vulnerable next lap, or go for something different. And then I just happened to come out behind a battle of about 4 cars, which was unfortunate because I lost the pace on the softs, but I ended up finishing where I boxed, so I can't complain.
Very good, mate. Very good. And, well, good solid points there for Team Hello Kitty, of course. And, well, this championship is starting to fire up, of course. Well, Total Peace doing his thing, of course. And I Am Sloth falling down the order. Running out of fuel was a couple of the lads. Just not, well, relying on that safety car, mate. None of that trouble for your good self there, mate. And congratulations on a great drive in that second position. Awesome to watch you coming through the field there, especially, well, after that first pit stop of yours. And we did realise you were going that second stop. You had to make the most of your opportunities for it to work there, mate. And there was can't remember who it was that you got that move done almost straight away, and then it was clean air, and it was well, head down and well, nose to the grindstone, so to speak, and get that job done. Start creeping your way back up the order, and well, on the second last lap, or the last lap, getting that second spot. And well, congratulations on another great drive there, Droftas. Just keep clocking up the points. And before this Grand Prix, you were sitting P4 on 188 and Denge on 194 just in front of you. So, well, it's heating up at the top there, mate.
Yeah, keep chipping away, see how it goes. I'm bound to disconnect in the next few weeks, so we won't get too excited.
Well, there you go, folks. Oh, well, congratulations again, Droftas, as we'll move to our first place man. And, well, that is the Amigo. Well, here he is. He's welcome back to the grid. And, well, there he is, Mr. Pillars, P1. And I reckon you were cursing when Droftas got you for pole.
I don't even start. Like, I lost. I was 10.5 up going into the S's, and then by the end of it, I'm like, on a right-hander, I think I was like...
Oh, we can't hear you, Pillars. We cannot hear you, mate. Have you got your mic shared?
I might do. I don't know. Let me look. Oh.
It's been so long since he's been here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Howdy, Jesus, man. Let me look.
Let's have a look then, so they can hear us. They can't hear him.
I mean, it says it's shared, yeah.
Steve's lying, apparently.
Well, there you go. He's lying. Yes, there you go. Sorry there, mate. As Xerxes doing his thing. And, well, no, let's not pay too much attention to that. We can hear you, Pillars. And, well, talk us through that one there, brother.
Yeah, I mean, the start was crucial to get Jost, obviously. I wanted to shake him after the first couple of laps, but when it got to, like, lap 4 or 5, I just knew that it wasn't going to be able to shake him, so when he boxed, it was just put the foot down and just try and not get any penalties, but obviously take the limits as close to the count as possible.
Sorry, mate.
Yep, Skate's gone missing out.
Yeah, I have,
right.
mate. I have. Sorry. Take it away there, Housey. Sorry, mate. I'm just doing something in the background here, buddy.
No, yeah, that's okay. All right, yeah, so obviously first race back for a bit, Pills, so we're glad to have you back, and that is a domination from you on that one. Fastest lap as well, 33.35 3.5. No one, I'm just having a quick look at now, I don't think anyone got close to you. So, will you be sticking around this time? Are you going to be committed to the next few weeks?
I'm here to the end of the season now, mate. I'm back. Good. Trust me, I'm back. So.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got these to keep an eye on them. So where was you before coming into here? Yeah, I think he'd slipped to, where did I say? P8, did I say, in the championship?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah, P8. So just a slow decline for you. But with results like that, my man, you're going to be back up there in no time at all. So really glad to have you back. Really glad to have you back. Another quality driver on the grid. So I think we'll move on from yourself, Pills, and we'll move to our driver of the day. So congratulations on your win again, Pills, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, well, hopefully, but I'll bottle it for a reason, so let's leave it at that.
All good, my man. All good. Well, good to have you back. Thank you. So we'll move then to our driver of the day. I do believe he is here. It is the one, the only, all shot down, P11th to P6. Driver of the day, as voted by the Twitch viewers. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, once again, it's just a surprise to be back in here. I said at Singapore I'll be back in here at some point to chat to you lads again. So I'm actually quite surprised this happened for driver of the day today. It was just, yeah, dream race in that respect, and got lucky with very little traffic. When I saw some of the guys going for the earlier stop for the 2 stops, at that point I just wanted to stay out for as long as I could, and seeing Droft, and I think it was Peas and Slough, or whoever it was, there was 3 of them scrapping away in front of me. It was great to watch, and just managed to keep it in the end. I'm surprised. I don't know where everyone else went, really. I was expecting to get caught at the end.
Quite a few people run out of fuel there on the last lap, or the last lap and a half. A few of them started to run out of fuel there, so maybe that came into your hands a little bit there. But look, nothing taken away from yourself. You've got to be here. You've got to keep your head down, which is what you do week in, week out. And you know, no disrespect, but for a pot 3 driver, I think you're having a fantastic season. Not that it means anything from me, but I think you're having a solid result. It certainly impressed me this year, so congratulations.
No, cheers, man. I think it was nice to see as well, just generally the team as they did today, like starting alongside Xerxes as well. It was a shame about Chaz come the end, unfortunately.
Actually,
it was never fun to see him run out right on the end there, but it was bittersweet to see Sloth then with 2 corners to go, just like a Pippin before the line. Just again, it was needed points to get ahead of. I think it was Energetics and Extremist, I think, are the 2 that I'm squabbling with at the moment in my pot, so I needed it today.
Yep, indeed. You are second currently in pot 3. Energetics is first, yeah, and Extremist is in third in your pot. Closest in the championship battle. We'll just pick you up. Where did I say you was? P14th in the championship. So, yeah, a little bit of work to do still for yourself in the championship. Callum Tyler's ahead of you in the 15th place before this round. Behind you in 15th place. And I'm just trying to pick up who's 13th at the moment. It is Ramsel. So good little battle there to focus on for the rest of the season. We now have moved to Mexico next week, so we haven't asked any of the other drivers their thoughts on Mexico. So let's ask you, how's your thoughts on Mexico? Looking forward to it or not?
Yes, yeah, definitely gonna have to get some practice in for that one, especially if track limits are going to creep in like they did today. If trying to follow someone around that track is going to be anything like it was here, clear air is just going to be bliss. I think it'll be a fun one. It'll be good. See where I can end up on that one as well, I think.
Yep, excellent job. Well, congratulations again on your driver of the day, and maybe we'll see you again in this box before the season's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that 5 rounds to go? 1, 2, 6 rounds to go. So 6 races to grace us with your company again. There's your target.
Fingers crossed.
All right, thanks, mate. Good job. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers, then. Are you back, Skate?
Yeah, I am back, mate. I am back. I was just dealing with something in the background there, but well, congratulations to our top 3 and our driver of the day, all shot down. I'll tell you what, that was an absolute cracking race, mate. And, well, if anything, for track limits, anything to go by, Sector 2 at Mexico is one of those ones as well. So, looking forward to seeing how these boys and the Aussie boys fare in our next stream. You can catch us on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. AEDT or Monday 8 p.m. GMT for the European division. I'll tell you what, Housey, that was awesome to be a part of that one there. And Kota won by Infamous Pillars, P2 Droftas, P3 Mr. Andenge. Driver of the day, all shot down, cracking race. And I have nothing further to add there, my friend, so I think we might just wrap this one up. I tell you what, folks, I have been your host, See Me Skate. Next to me was Hello There, Housey. And, well, we have been Formula 4 Racing. We hope you've enjoyed this one, as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. But from us, for now, goodbye.